Welcome back to the deep dive. You know, we love to dig into the latest developments in AI, and you sent us some really cool research from Amazon Science about how they're training code generation models.
Uh-huh.
And get this, these models can actually debug their own code. Pretty wild,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty amazing stuff. It's tackling a big problem, too.
Yeah.
As code gets more and more complex, even the best AI models can make mistakes, just like human programmers.
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out how to teach AI to find and fix those errors is a huge step forward.
So I was looking through this research, and it seems like previous attempts at AI debugging basically just showed the model a few examples and hoped it could figure out the rest.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Like, okay, just watch this and you'll get it.
Right, that's the few-shot learning approach.
Mm-hmm.
But it really only had limited success.
Yeah.
This new research from Amazon is taking a completely different approach.
So, okay, walk me through it.
Okay.
What's so different about this approach? What's like the secret sauce?
Well, they're using a combination of supervised fine-tuning and reinforcement learning.
Okay.
But the real ingenuity is how they're creating the training data.
Interesting.
They're basically having the AI generate its own debugging practice problems.
Well, hold on. AI is creating its own training data.
Yeah,
That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
it kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's actually really clever.
So how does it work?
So they start by using an LLM, that's a large language model,
Right.
to generate a bunch of different code implementations for a specific task.
Okay.
Then they weed out the code that doesn't actually work.
The code that fails the tests.
Exactly.
So they're purposely creating buggy code.
Yeah,
It seems a little counterintuitive.
I know, right? But that buggy code is actually the key.
Oh, interesting.
Because then they use another LLM to analyze that buggy code, figure out what the errors are, and then try to repair it.
Gotcha. So one AI is making all the mistakes and another AI is learning from those mistakes. It's like having an AI teacher and an AI student.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And the coolest part is they only keep the successfully debugged code for the final data set.
Oh, wow.
So it's like this self-improving loop where the AI is generating and refining its own really high-quality training data.
That is incredibly innovative, I have to say.
Yeah, it is.
But how do they actually teach the debugging model using this data? Like, how does that work?
So there are two main methods.
Okay.
Supervised fine-tuning and reinforcement learning.
Okay.
So with supervised fine-tuning, it's kind of like showing the model flashcards.
Uh-huh.
You've got buggy code on one side and the corrected code on the other side.
Okay.
And the model learns to make those connections.
Makes sense. What about reinforcement learning?
Right.
That's a bit more complex, isn't it?
It is. It's like giving the model a specific goal and a set of actions it can take. And then the model interacts with the data and tries different things, and it learns which actions lead to the best possible outcome.
Oh, so it's kind of like learning by trial and error.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we learn to ride a bike or play a video game.
Exactly.
Ooh.
And the reward in this case is passing the unit tests. You know, those
Okay.
are like mini exams for the code.
Uh-huh.
And achieving a high code BLEU score.
Code BLEU score.
Which basically means writing code that looks like it was written by a human expert.
So not just fixing the errors, but also writing good code.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. What kind of results are they seeing with this?
Well, the results are super promising. They've tested it on different LLM architectures and different benchmark data sets.
Right.
And they're seeing significant jumps in code generation success rates, like up to 39% in some cases.
Wow, 39%.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It's got to have big implications for the software development world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll dive into those implications more in the next part of our deep dive.
That sounds good.
So we were just talking about how Amazon scientists created this new way of training code generation models to debug themselves.
Yeah.
And it's showing some pretty amazing results.
Yeah, 39% increase in accuracy is a big deal.
Right.
What kind of impact are we talking about here for the software development world?
I mean, the potential impact is huge.
Yeah.
Imagine software development that's way faster and has way fewer errors.
Right.
It could lead to quicker innovation in like every field you can think of.
Yeah.
Healthcare, transportation, finance, you name it.
Basically anywhere software is used, which is pretty much everywhere.
Pretty much.
So we're talking about accelerating progress on like a global scale.
Yeah. It's exciting stuff.
It is. And it's not just about speed, right?
No.
You mentioned making coding more accessible.
Exactly.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if AI can handle more of the technical stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it could open up opportunities for people who don't have like a formal computer science background.
So you wouldn't need years of training to become a programmer.
Right.
You could have people with all sorts of different backgrounds and skills contributing to software development.
Exactly. It could democratize the field and lead to a whole new wave of creativity and innovation.
That's a really compelling argument for the democratization of code.
Yeah,
It reminds me of how the internet opened up publishing to anyone with a computer.
that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And think about the impact on existing software.
Mhm.
Like we could see massive improvements to legacy systems
Oh, yeah.
because AI could help identify and fix all those bugs that have been hiding in the code for years.
It's like giving our digital infrastructure a total tune-up.
Right.
More efficient, more reliable, and hopefully more secure.
Exactly. There's definitely a lot to be optimistic about,
Yeah,
but of course we need to be mindful of the potential downsides too.
right. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
What kind of challenges do you see?
Well, one concern is over-reliance.
Okay.
Like, if we become too dependent on AI to write and debug code,
Yeah,
could that lead to like a decline in critical thinking skills among human programmers?
that's a really valid concern.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose the ability to understand and solve problems on our own.
Yeah.
It's like relying on a calculator for every math problem.
Uh-huh.
You might get the answer faster, but you won't really understand the concepts.
Exactly. We need to find a balance.
Yeah,
Use AI as a tool to augment our capabilities,
right.
not replace them entirely.
So it's not humans versus machines. It's humans and machines working together to create something better.
That's what makes this research so fascinating.
Yeah.
It's not just about technical advancements, it's about reimagining the relationship between humans and technology.
It sounds like we're at the beginning of a really exciting and maybe even transformative period in software development.
I think so too. It's going to be fascinating to see how it all unfolds.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Before we move on, I want to touch on something you mentioned earlier about making coding more accessible.
Yeah.
Do you think this could lead to new career paths or even like redefine existing ones?
Absolutely.
How so?
We could see new roles focused on collaborating with AI, guiding its development and ensuring it's used ethically. And existing roles might change to include AI tools and workflows,
Mhm.
which would require new skills and ways of thinking.
It's almost like we're entering this new renaissance of technology
Mm-hmm.
where being able to collaborate with AI will be as important as knowing how to use a computer.
I like that. It's a good way to put it. It's a shift in how we see AI,
Yeah,
from seeing it as a threat to embracing it as a partner.
right.
That's where I see the potential for some really groundbreaking innovation.
This has been super insightful.
Glad to hear it.
We've covered the research, the potential impact, and some of the challenges.
Hmm.
It's clear that this is just the beginning of a much bigger story about AI and software development. Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Yeah?
We've been talking about all this cool stuff with AI-powered code generation and debugging,
Yeah.
and it really seems like we're on the edge of some pretty big changes in how software is developed.
I think so too. It's exciting, but like any big technological shift,
Right.
we have to ask some tough questions about the potential downsides.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We touched on over-reliance a bit,
Yeah.
but are there limitations with the research itself?
Well, it is important to remember that this is still early stage research.
Uh-huh.
You know, they tested the models on very specific tasks and data sets.
Okay.
So there's still a lot of work to be done before we see this kind of technology being used everywhere in the real world.
Gotcha. So it's not like every software company is going to have a self-debugging AI tomorrow.
Probably not. But the progress is definitely there, and it's exciting to think about all the possibilities that this opens up.
Yeah, what's going to happen in the next few years is anyone's guess.
Exactly.
It feels like we're at kind of a turning point here.
Yeah.
AI is starting to take on more complex tasks in software development,
Right.
and that brings up some big questions about the future of work.
Definitely a conversation we need to be having.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's easy to fall into that trap of thinking that AI is going to replace all the human jobs,
Yeah.
but I actually see it a bit differently. I think AI is more likely to enhance our capabilities, free us up to focus on more of the creative and strategic work.
So instead of replacing programmers, AI could actually help them be more productive.
That's the idea. It's about collaboration, not
Good.
competition.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where programmers can team up with AI to build even more complex software and tackle even bigger challenges.
Ultimately create more value.
Exactly.
I like that. That's a really optimistic outlook.
It is.
And I got to say, it's pretty contagious. It's
Yeah.
really exciting to think about what's possible when we start to see AI as a partner instead of a threat.
Absolutely. And I think that shift in perspective is super important
Mhm.
if we want to really unlock the potential of AI,
Yeah.
not just in software development, but in every part of our lives.
Well, this has been a fantastic deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We've gone through some groundbreaking research, talked about the impact on software development, and even touched on some of the philosophical questions around AI.
Yeah, it's been a good conversation.
What are some key takeaways you want our listeners to walk away with today?
I think the biggest takeaway is that AI isn't just some far-off fantasy anymore.
Right.
It's here, it's evolving fast, and it's already changing how we work and live.
Mm.
In software development specifically, we're seeing AI tackle really complex tasks like we talked about today.
Right, like debugging code.
And the results are really promising.
It sounds like we're at the start of a whole new era of software development,
It does.
one where AI plays a central role.
Definitely.
It's exciting and a little bit scary all at the same time,
For sure.
but I think it's a challenge we need to embrace.
I agree 100%. The future is being written in code, and AI is holding the pen.
Wow, I like that.
It's up to us to make sure the story we write is one of progress, innovation, and shared prosperity.
That's a fantastic note to end on. Thank you so much for joining us on the deep dive. And to our listeners, if you're interested in learning more about AI and software development, keep exploring. There's so much to discover out there. Until next time.